Hey guys, we're back. Now on this hole in past tournaments, there has been wind directions where rock has an advantage over QB. So I did throw it on. I don't know what the wind's going to be, but if it is slightly into the face, having that extra length is going to be ideal. Now it looks like it is a tailwind, so it's not going to matter. So use whichever one you want. It's going to be two different ways to do this. You can do this bump. What I recommend, you can see where my opponent's going to set up. I would recommend, typically I'll do crosswind. So if the wind's pointed this way, I'll go over to the left side. If it's on the right, I'll go over to this side. This is because you can see my opponent's going to have to line up and potentially move it off this cliff. Anytime you move the ball to lower ground, it makes it harder to hold out. So you can see he's putting it very, very close on that edge, right on the edge, which is almost an under adjustment. Even if you great ball it to the right in this situation, it's going to be pushed off the cliff. It's going to change your ring adjustment significantly. And that's the reason that I'll typically just line up on the other side and just go cross. Like aim over on the left, because that way you'll never need to play this one off a cliff or near a cliff. Now, what I'll typically do is maybe just a little bit of spin. And I'll probably do 1 and 1. I'll probably do one where I do like this. As you can see, I'm offsetting that ball guide. Just trying to land around here. I'll typically go pretty close to 1-to-1 on the ring adjustment on top of this. And then other than that, it'll be about mastering that ball guide offset. And as you can see, with the great ball, it is going to come in just a little bit too much to the left. Get a very jumpy needle in the tournaments. I'm unsure as to, how many people can reduce that. Like, I'm not sure how they're doing it to not have issues. I mean, you're seeing some really ridiculous scores in master tournaments, and with the inconsistencies of the needle, it just seems a little, and that's one of those things how, because my device, it's top notch. You can't have a better device than me, and most guys don't have a device even that good. So with that in mind, if I can't even have a fluid needle, 10 out of 10 times, to where, it's based on my timing and less the jumpiness of the needle. That's the second time I've been jumped on this entire guide. I had a very jumpy needle there, and I had a very jumpy needle only on the approach on hole 5. It was also very jumpy. And typically it is jumpy on that hole for, whatever reason all the time on hole 5. I always expect to get a jumpy needle on the second approach there, and it always happens. And that's where I don't really understand is, how, guys can even be not getting that. How can they have, a fluid needle 10 out of 10 times that they're just holding out all these shots in the tournament? So, that's my real big question. But, good luck with that hole, guys. I'm just going to take a look here, see what one we're talking about. And this is a hole that I'm assuming I'm going to set up for, Berserker ball, and I will catch you guys on